April 1st of all days, news broke that the Sandrock Gaming roster, Ahmad, oKhaliD, TRK, are now Team Falcons, an esport organization that is largely known in the KSA MENA region to be just the top of the top. They're already hosting a Rocket League team in that MENA region, but now they have seized the opportunity of picking up the greatest roster in that region of Ex-Sandrock. It's going to be super hard to get used to calling this team Falcons, being that there's already a team that was called Falcons, and now we have the most notable team is now Team Falcons. It's great for them. I'm really glad that they have the representation that they wanted. I know that there were other esports orgs making offers at this team. However, I think this is realistically probably the best one for them. So we take a look. Falcons, wild. So look, you know, April 1st, always a question mark. Falcons acquire the former roster of Sandrock Gaming, Ahmad, oKhaliD, and TRK. Now this leaves the question of where do SMW Twiz Venom go? That's the old Falcons roster. Well, they're reprising an old, you know, not old, but empty April 1st. Again, Twiz SMW, and then Senzo, surprise, surprise, revive empty. So Senzo moving from the Sandrock Gaming sub to a starter on this empty roster with Twiz and SMW, meaning Venom is no longer on a roster. I think this is a good move for them. I think this puts them definitely more in that second best team in the region. There's been a kind of like a slog of like 2 through 4, maybe even 5th of like where do these teams rank. I think this definitely puts empty into that upper echelon. Senzo is going to be great on a starting roster so long as his internet holds up, and if he is making the conscious decision to be a starter, I think he definitely, you know, he would have thought this through, right? So as far as those teams go that are in that 2 through 5 range, 5head, which is the former Ultimates roster of Sezonix, AMS, and then M7SN, I think is definitely in that conversation. Obviously, like I said, empty. And then Sights, Evil, IX, and Fahad, they're great. They just, you know, sometimes they had one falter where they didn't have Fahad for like a group stage or like the first round of playoffs, and they did not perform well. And then a team that I was fully expecting to see in this main event, but is not, they're in the closed qualifiers. Anka, T7, Faisal, and Brownie, they're a team that I definitely could see competing for that like 2 through 5th spot depending on how they're playing on the day. But the MENA region getting a little shake up here, guys. Falcons, get used to it. This is the top of the top now. Ahmad, oKhaliD, and TRK. And then empty. Senzo's now the starter. I fully expect empty and 5head to actually get picked up by orgs prior to the spring split starting. They're just, you know, they do not have any representation right now, but I do expect them to be picked up before we get into some regionals. Great stuff for the MENA region. They're a lot deeper than I think a lot of people will remember, because you know you only heard about Sandrock and then like whispers of the other teams. These guys are going to be nuts for a long time with how deep this region is, and I hope for the spring major Falcons can bring some more points to that world ranking spot for this region, so that way they have an auto-qualified team, and they might be able to get another team in from the group wild card. But this is RLCS Spotlight, small update for you guys for the MENA region. We'll get a bigger one once more names kind of start falling into place here, but hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.